Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. My name is André Gonçalves. I'm from Brazil, and I'm here to present the project combining income and forest protection in southern Brazil, implemented by the civil society organization Centro Ecológico. The project objective is to enable family farmers, especially women and youngsters, indigenous people, and the traditional population to propose agricultural adaptation strategies by implementing complex agroforestry systems. And as you can see in this picture, one of the key species that we are prioritizing is the so-called açaí from the Atlantic forest. These blackish fruits that these guys are manipulating. So the whole project idea is to stimulate the açaí production chain, as we will see in the next slides of my presentation. Project implementation is in the coast of Rio Grande do Sul, the southernmost state in the country, and the limit of the Atlantic forest, one of the most threatened biomes in the world. And this area is critical for biodiversity conservation, and it is considered a world hotspot, and which is reduced to less than 10% of its original area. As you can see in this picture, the yellowish part is the original biome cover. And potential beneficiaries are local smallholders, traditional and indigenous populations, such as the Mbia Guarani people who resides in the region. Apart from the açaí production chain, we are also working with food security and nutrition by stimulating traditional crops such as maize, cassava, and sweet potato, and land recovery. Many of the areas that they are living now are degraded land, and it is important to mention that the project is an opportunity to generate some positive side effects. We have started to work with some activities that generate other actions to improve the living condition of these people. And this is just a cute picture of the Mibia Guarani, some children of Mibia Guarani playing açaí fruits during a biodiversity fair that we organized under the project scope. Another traditional population that we are working with is the Quilombolas, African origin people, descendants from the slaves, mainly during the colonial time. And unfortunately, like in many other parts of the world, we have what we call structural racism engraved in the way the society works, engraved in our society. So the project actions are also oriented to prioritize these people who were historically neglected from social, political, and economic inclusion. So basically, as I said before, the project aim is to improve the field-to-market production chain of açaí. We planned some actions to stimulate farmers to expand the production areas, basically by intercropping with banana production, which is one of the main agricultural activities in the region, and also improving processing plants that are already established, and to increase product quality and the processing capacity, and some marketing strategies. That's basically how we think of improving the whole field-to-market production chain of açaí. And income for farmers, it's another one of the benefits that we are planning with this project. And we understand that to promote resilient, adapted systems, we need to think in terms of expanding cash crops, the number of cash crops. We are working not only in terms of ecological or environmental adaptation, so to speak, but also with economic strategies to improve resilience. If farmers have more than one source of income, it's much likely that they will be better adapted to the uncertainties of climate change. By the way, the region has been increasingly exposed to the climate change effects. It is becoming very common the incidence of strong winds, which have been compromising banana cultivation. And as I said, is one of the main income sources from smallholders in the region, the banana cultivation. Promotion of environmental services, carbon sequestration and biodiversity conservation. The Jussara palm, which produces the açaí, has a critical role in the Atlantic forest conservation. It is a key species, and the fruits, the berries, are the main food source for several birds and small mammals. So, stimulating complex agroforestry systems based on the Jussara palm is a way of helping to recover the forest, or at least to help in protecting forest fragments. And food security and nutrition by the project actions. Sorry, we are also stimulating strategies to increase food security and nutrition. Even though Brazil is one of the main exporters of agricultural commodities in the world, we have a severe problem of hunger and malnutrition. More than 50% of the 200 million people Brazilian population is living under food insecurity. So it's imperative to have initiatives to promote food security and nutrition. One of the policies illustrated in this picture is the school feeding program. We are working with local schools to buy directly from local farmers the organic açaí and banana to prepare a smoothie for the kids. We have been building this partnership for more than 10 years, but we do need some more support from the government to put more resources and to buy more products. And we believe that we are creating a local true example of circular economy. Local organic products, improvement of farmers' living conditions, environmental services promoted, food security and nutrition, local economies, environmental education, and many other positive aspects. So the next steps are increase the number of farmers cultivating the palm in the region, improve the production systems. So we want to move from an extractivist perspective to transform the palm in a viable crop. And at the moment, we are just kind of working with extractivism of the berries, of the fruits, but we want to transform it as I said, as a viable crop. And also we want to develop new products and to increase the institutional market and the school feeding program. That's one of the aims or the next steps that we are planning. And finally, I have to say that working with the Adaptation Fund, European Union, UNDP, Innovation Small Grant Aggregator Platform, ISGAP, has been very fruitful. Their role goes much beyond the simple work of intermediating financial resources from donors agencies to promising projects in the field. I see a real commitment and engagement of the whole team in scaling up our initiatives to transform it in major trends or in source of inspiration for policies and other major endeavors. They are not only concerned about the bureaucracies. I understand that it's more than legitimate to call these organizations as real partners. Thank you very much. You see my email. It's in the screen, my email and my phone number, WhatsApp. So if you have any question or if you want any further clarification, please do keep in touch. Thank you very much.
On the north coast of Rio Grande do Sul, Brazil, thousands of smallholders have been affected by climate change. With the support of the NGO Centro Ecological, several family farmers have been diversifying their production by introducing agroforestry systems. The idea is to copy natural patterns, mimicking nature, and implement a system very similar to the forest. In these systems, the main species is the Jussara palm, an Atlantic forest symbol plant that is threatened due to the predatory extraction of palm hearts. A key species in forest conservation, its berries serve as food for fauna. Many families in the region are integrating the cultivation of Jussara palm with banana production to collect the fruits and produce the famous açaí. The market is expanding rapidly, including local schools attempting to improve students' food security and nutrition. Tusara agroforestry systems have been also adopted by the Guarani indigenous people living in the region. The initiative generates a virtuous circle of production and consumption. Biodiversity conservation, production systems adapted to the climatic urgency, income generation for vulnerable populations, and food security promotion.
Hello everybody, a warm greeting from the Philippines to all of you. I am Dato Sangkuan Jamuel M. Perino of the Philippines. Our organization is called Bukidnon Umayamnon Tribe, Kapuunan to mga Dato. I am the chairman of the Council of Elders of our ancestral domain, and I am also the authorized representative. Who are we and where are we based? The Bukidnon Umayamnon Tribe of the Philippines, with Certificate of Ancestral Domain Title number 124, contains 8,106 hectares. An indigenous peoples organization operating for 28 years now, purely community-based organization composed of the members of the Council of Elders of our ancestral domain. And the Council of Elders is called Bukidnon Umayamnon Tribe Kapuunan to mga Dato. The overall responsibility of the project rests upon the Council of Elders, headed by its chairman. This slide shows more details about our organization and our ancestral domain. We are situated in Malaybalay City, Bukidnon, Philippines. Our project implementation period is from April 2022 up to September 2023. This slide shows the Council of Elders holding a meeting, discussing updates on the project and also discussing the requirements of reporting system. The primary objectives of our project are to 1. Help in the participatory mitigation of climate change impacts and accelerate watershed rehabilitation and soil erosion control along the riparian zone and generate sustainable income for the indigenous peoples. This slide shows the map of the riparian zone as well as the river system, the Pulangi River, which originates from Bukidnon, Philippines and drains to the sea towards the southern portion. Expected significant project impacts. First, provide small income through labor and temporary employment of the farmer members and help assure the availability of food and other basic needs for the family. Second, plant 20 hectares of vegetation, that is 10 hectares of giant bamboo and 10 hectares of cacao as green cover along the denuded riparian zone of the Pulangi River. Pulangi River is the second largest river system in the Philippines. Our members have undergone training, hands-on training on bamboo propagation, as well as on the cacao propagation. We have to do this to prepare our farmers to proceed with the plantation establishments. Why plant bamboo and cacao? High carbon sequestration property of bamboo, the giant bamboo, Dendrocalamus asper, an endemic traditional crop. Excellent substitute for lumber as engineered bamboo, thereby reduces cutting of trees from the forests. Controls riverbank erosion, thereby reduces riverbank siltation and improves water quality. Provides an excellent refuge for wildlife and a microclimate modifier. Produces edible bamboo shoots for food, and that's starting the 3rd year. Sustainable income from bamboo starts in the 6th year to about 35 years. And from cacao starts commercial harvest in the mid of the 3rd year, if managed sustainably. People do not cut cacao trees, but harvest cacao pods. So this is just an update. 3-month-old giant bamboo plantation has spread out all over our ancestral domain. This is likewise the 3-month-old cacao plantation spread out also within our ancestral domain. And we have 3 IP women leaders who are directly engaged in this cacao plantation establishment. So here, we want to communicate with you our ways forward. Our organization is currently working to raise additional funds locally and internationally, and to establish strategic partnerships to ensure that our project can scale up. First, ensure to protect and maintain the cacao and bamboo plantations from the 19th month, end of AF-EU project, until the 3rd year from planting for cacao, and until the 6th year from planting for bamboo. Second, expand to 20 hectares the cacao plantation. Third, expand to 40 hectares the bamboo plantation. And fourth, obtaining training and equipment for cacao and bamboo processing that will be towards value chain products. And fifth, we need assistance in the marketing of carbon credits from the bamboo and cacao plantations. This is the photograph of our Council of Elders. Most of the members of the Council of Elders are here. Thanking you, all of you AF-EU-UNDP partners, for your generosity. So in behalf of the Bukidnon-Umayamnon tribe of the Philippines, thank you for listening. I am Dato Sangkuan Jemuel M. Perino.